Hello everyone, this is Bryant with Amusement Source, and we actually aren't in Texas anymore. We are in Maryland at Six Flags America. Now if you've kept up with our channel, we did come to Six Flags America back in 2017, but we didn't actually get to ride everything. It was a super quick trip, so we're excited to be back here at the park to check out the rest of the rides. I still have to get a few coaster credits, and it would be nice to just experience a little bit more of the park as well. Now this is kind of the first stop on a bigger trip that we're on. We will be participating in Coaster Con this year, so that'll include Hershey Park, Dutch Wonderland, Dorney Park, and Knoebels. So we'll be having videos from all of those places as well. We might actually sneak a few other parks in there. So I don't know a ton about this park, and you know, we're excited to explore it. I do know about some of the roller coasters like Superman, things like that. So let's go experience the park together. And so of course we've made our way into the park, and just like a lot of the other parks, your Flash Pass headquarters is right here. So we're actually going to pick up our skip the line passes, so we don't have to wait in line for all the attractions we want to enjoy. So the 3 credits that I actually have to get here are Raging Cajun, Mind Eraser, and Firebird. So I got skip the lines for that so we don't have to wait in line, and then I got another one for Superman. So we'll hit those up, and then we'll have to see kind of what the other lines are after that, determine what we want to ride, because I have ridden all the other roller coasters, but this fun little statue kind of as you come out front, very, you know, of course, America themed, so you got to go all the way in on it. One important thing to note is if you cut off to the left from this fountain, they do have a Hurricane Harbor water park. We won't be going there today though. We are going to go try to find something to eat. I think we're going to head out to their Macho Nacho restaurant because they had tons of options on their menu that we don't have at home. And I opted to go with the beef burrito bowl, which you can see is, or I guess it's a rice bowl. Not sure I see any rice unless it's buried in there. But you have black beans, you have the beef, you have tomatoes, lettuce, cheese, jalapenos, sour cream, and the guacamole. Now that was an upcharge. I was able to actually add that in conjunction with the meal item, and we also got our membership discount on that, so that's pretty cool. All right, everyone, we've mixed it up like you've got to do with these kinds of things. Let's give a first bite. It's not too bad. I think it's definitely kind of what you would expect out of a Six Flags, but you know, it's a nice, safe option. There's a lot of flavor. It's fresh. I definitely wish that our Macho Nacho down south had more of these kinds of options, because it's great to see burritos and not just nachos, you know, the rice bowls. So I was mainly excited just to have a fresh option to try. So Harley Quinn Spinsanity was their brand new ride for this year. And you can see this is just like Riddler Revenge and Joker Carnival of Chaos. It's a Zamperla Discovery. They do have the smaller size, the Giant, instead of the Giga. But it is closed. I guess that's typical Zamperla fashion. But over here they also have a Roundup, which is Riddler themed, and that's not really something you see too often anymore, is one of these Roundups. And of course they do have a Sky Screamer that is themed to Wonder Woman. So kind of cool to see the same rides with a little bit of a different theme. I do think the Wonder Woman theme on that's really cool. You can see big old Superman back there, and then on the other side of the Roundup, which I don't actually know the formal name, you can see Joker's Jinx, which is the exact same ride as Poltergeist. So, and this is actually my favorite one. We rode this last time. Much smoother than Poltergeist, if I have to say. There goes Superman. And as you head deeper into Gotham City, you run into the Penguins Blizzard River, which is like a water raft ride. I don't don't know about this one. I'm not a big fan of the wet feet gang. If I had some different footwear, but you'll see it come out of the trough here in a second. Big old splash down at the end. Get a nice spin going on down there, and then nice and wet. Woo! I don't know, great for a hot day for sure though. And a pretty unique ride to find in the dry park as well. And this is their flying coaster, Batwing, which is actually, to be honest with you, pretty fun. Not as crazy as it may look. So one of the really unique things they have here at Six Flags America is this whistle stop park area, which was Thomas the Train themed when it was first put in, but you can see it definitely still has a lot of its charm. You can see some of the theming over there. You've got this little kind of railway building and this windmill over here. Just a really nice, quaint area. You can see one of the flat rides over there is like a train, which was Thomas at one point. And a nice kiddie Ferris wheel right there. So definitely one of my more favorite kiddie areas out of the parks. Now I'm sure it was, you know, much better when it was Thomas themed, but I think it still holds up pretty well. Making our way over to WildOne, which is one of the park's wooden coasters, and you can kind of see on this end of the ride layout is another ride that is not quite there anymore, even though some of the remnants are still there. I want to know in the comments below, do you know what this ride used to be before they removed it? Or I should say, halfway removed it. We're going to roll into here at Six Flags America is Mardi Gras. And are you really visiting a Six Flags park if you don't see a fireball? I mean, come on, y'all. And while we're here in the Mardi Gras themed area, we're going to go ahead and get our coaster credit here on this Wild Mouse, which is named Raging Cajun. So you can see pretty standard Wild Mouse roller coaster. Let's go give it a whirl. themed area, which is Coyote Creek, which I think is more of like a Western themed section, and also home to one of the other coaster credits I have to get. And Raging Cajun, it was rough. Just, that's all I'm gonna say about it. That's quite a familiar name. I will say some of these Western buildings they have out here are really well kind of detailed and themed. You can just see right here. This isn't quite the theater we have in Texas though. This is actually a restaurant. Just kidding, it is a theater, but they also have food. I'm not gonna lie, my body is maybe a bit too old to enjoy some Tacoma SLC action. That was a bit rough. Firebird, because last time I was here this was a stand-up coaster known as Apocalypse, and it's recently been converted to a floorless coaster and renamed Firebird. And you can see him coming back right there. This will be my second roller coaster that is a transition from stand-up to floorless, so we'll see how this one fares.
I'm disappointed now. I know. Pat over you?
I'm very disappointed.
I don't guess they you should go ride.
Because like that's all we're
Oh, that's probably Mom. Yes, we can ride the helicopter. Carl wants to ride the helicopter. Can I ride the mini screen? I'm not sure he is. No, it's
it wasn't stopped working.
that was not a coaster. That was bringing me there.
Showed you clips of Superman earlier, but now we are going to give it a spin.
I ain't mad at it.
Alright y'all, that does it for this trip to Six Flags America. This was my first visit here since 2017, and you know, they might not have the strongest lineup of rides, roller coasters, and attractions, but the one thing that I can say is that this park, just like in 2017, is operating fantastically. Operations were very stout. When it came to exit passes, they were on top of it, they knew what was going on, they were grouping at all the rides, and they were just moving very quickly with a sense of urgency. The park was very clean. The landscaping was also top-notch, and the employees were super friendly. So if you're on the fence about coming here, it might not be a full day visit, but it's definitely worth a visit, especially if you have a pass. We're going to be heading to some other parks while we're out here on the East Coast, so you'll see some videos here soon from Hershey Park, Knoebels, and more, so stay tuned for those. If y'all have any questions about Six Flags America, make sure to ask us in the comments below. And if you've been to Six Flags America, I'd love to know what your experience has been. Thank y'all for watching, and we'll see you soon at a theme park.